Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review of another 80s horror film. And this time it is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. And yes, this DVD is in 3D, which I thought worked fairly decent. It seemed, at least to me, that if something went really fast, it didn't capture the 3D the best. But if something kind of stays there, it really did feel like it was right here in front of my face. So, I mean, obviously nothing that I'm sure would be in a theater. Sally never saw this in the theater. But, I mean, not that bad of a movie-going experience. I mean, movie-going home theater experience. Now, Friday the 13th Part 3, of course, made off the success of Friday the 13th 1 and 2. Steve Miner, who did Part 2, came back to direct this film. And get a bunch of kids. This time they go off into this little farmhouse with a barn that I guess is near Crystal Lake. Follows right after the events of Part 2. Jason, who has gotten the machete in there, takes stuff out, kills a couple. One gets a cleaver to the chest. The other gets a knitting needle to the back of her head. And this is a fun sequel, I'll say. This is a fun, entertaining sequel. For a lot of reasons. Number one, the kills are entertaining. I would say this does the kills even better than in Part 2, because I like the kills in most of the Friday the 13th films. This one felt a little bit, I don't know why, it felt a little bit gorier than Part 2. I mean, Part 2 had the great machete to the guy's head in the wheelchair, but this one, you got a pitchfork to the stomach, spear gun to the eye, the fire poker through his stomach, killing a pregnant girl, kind of the same way Kevin Bacon was killed, only it's a knife instead of an arrow. The one guy gets his head squeezed and an eyeball pops out. And of course, one of my favorite kills is in this movie from a Friday the 13th film. It's the guy who's walking on his hands and stupidly doing that. And Jason's like, fuck, you're nuts, and just cuts him like a wishbone with his machete. Was a machete or an axe? I can't remember if it was a machete or an axe, but that's why you should not be fucking walking on two hands. Walk on your feet. And your dick wouldn't be cut in half. That one, like the impact and the scream, it just makes you do the leg clencher. That's what I call, it's a thigh clencher. I'll say it's a thigh clencher. You put your thighs together, you protect your marbles, and you protect your personal property. That was always such a, ooh, fuck, type of kill. And, of course, this is the film where Jason gets the hockey mask because the comic relief character Shelly brings it with him. Which is funny because he has a small bag, but he brings like 85 things, like a spear gun and a hockey mask and all this other shit, but his bag is like this big. But, I mean, the movie is fun in a slasher film level. It has the funky disco music, which is entertaining to listen to. One thing about the 3D, I don't get why the opening credits is not in 3D. I would assume that was how it was in the movie theater, but the 3D only starts after the opening credits in this DVD. But then you would think that the opening credits, it shows that it was supposed to be in 3D, but I don't know why that's not 3D, but the rest, I don't know. But this is fucking Paramount we're talking about. They released this shit. Not the movie, but this DVD is fucking lame. Because this DVD literally has no features. But, you know, that's why you have watched the Crystal Lake Memories documentary. Which is definitely one of the best documentaries out there for any franchise. If you like Friday the 13th, definitely check out Crystal Lake Memories. I think someone even uploaded it on the YouTube. I think if you type in Crystal Lake Memories, you can find it on YouTube. I mean, the characters, I wouldn't say I'm big on Dana Kimmell, who is our lead, but she didn't do I don't think she did a bad job either. I mean, she actually does get a lot of good hits on Jason. I mean, Jason almost throws a knife at her head. She gets out of the way. She stabs Jason in the leg. She hits Jason in the head with a shovel. She hangs him. And then, hits him in the head with the axe, which is why so many films afterward has that axe mark because of her. So I don't know why she never did as much for me as Laura Palmer Lincoln in Part 7 or Amy Steele in Part 2. Because again, watching it again, she's not a bad actress, and the character they gave a little bit to her where we find out she actually had a past occurrence with Jason as this weird guy who might have tried to rape her or something. Kind of a very weird thing, weird like flashback thing. Which is funny because in the flashback he's bald, but if you watch Friday the 13th Part 2, he had hair. Which is funny, he had hair in Part 2, but in here he's bald. What did he do? Did he shave? I got this machete. Let me take it off. Did he shave with his machete and cut his hair off? Like, why does he not have hair now when he had hair in Part 2? I didn't even think about that till now. Like, wait a minute. At the end of Part 2, he had hair. Why does he have... Why is he bald now? I don't know. Maybe just like, fuck it. He's got to do something other than kill. He's got to have hobbies. I mean, of the actors, I would say Dana Kimmell, she did fine. And I liked the guy who played Shelley. I thought Shelley was kind of I thought he was for a comic relief character, I did not think he was annoying and irritating. I thought he was pretty decently likable. I think the actor's name was it Larry Zerner? I could be wrong, but I think it's Larry Zerner. I know nowadays he's a lawyer. But he was likable. Kind of felt bad when he got killed, which is what it should be. You should feel bad. But this definitely has a solid body count. I like the bikers that fucked with Shelley and the other girl. And then I like this one guy called Ali, played by Nick Savage, which he also had a bit part in the original Fright Night. And I don't know if he went on to do a lot. I don't know if he's still with us. If so, it's too bad they did not interview him. He's never been interviewed. Just, I don't know why, I just liked him. It's kind of weird, like you think he's dead, but then he comes back to fight Jason and then quickly gets his arm cut off. Granted, he's there just to be a distraction so Dana Kimmell can get the axe and bury it into Jason's head, but I almost kind of wanted Nick Savage's character Ali to live. I thought that would have been kind of interesting. Like this biker, just all of a sudden, he's fucking up Jason too, and he lives. I just think that would have been an interesting change in direction. But that's just me. But I don't know. For some reason, I liked him. I say for some reason, it's not like his character's built up or anything. He's just one of these three bikers. But I liked him. And the movie goes at a good pace. It's a short film. Once again, Harold Manfredini's score works just as well as it did in the first two. The hockey mask is such a great look, and I thought Richard Brooks, may he rest in peace, who played Jason, did a wonderful job. I know a lot of people say this is a very creepy Jason with the way he moves, and you almost wonder, is he going to kill you or rape you and kill you, or kill you and rape you? Could be all the above, or and then some. And I definitely would say he's one of the better Jasons. I mean, there's not really a lot of problems I have, because again, the kills are pretty plentiful and a lot of different variety. It's pretty ballsy that you kill a pregnant girl. When she gets, the knife through the hammock. The funky disco theme opening is fun. The hockey mask has become iconic for good reason. That looks so cool for a killer. And of course, there's so many different stories as to who actually came up with the hockey mask. So I don't know what the actual answer is. The ending is a bit weird. I know there's a deleted ending where there was a different nightmare that she walked up and Jason grabbed her and cut her head off and then she wakes up. But the nightmare here makes no fucking sense. Just why the fuck would Dana Kimmell have a nightmare of Pamela Voorhees with her head intact, dragging her into the lake? It's like they only did that because it's similar to the first film. Instead of boy Jason pulling them to the lake, it's mommy. But like Dana Kimmell doesn't know anything about fucking Pamela Voorhees. She doesn't know about what she looks like or sweaters or so. Why would she even as a nightmare, you have to actually know something in order for that nightmare to happen. Like if I've never met someone and don't know shit about him or her, I'm not going to have a nightmare about that person because I've never met him and I don't know anything about that person. So why the fuck would she have a nightmare of someone that she's never met, she doesn't know, she hasn't heard of, she's never seen a picture? It'd be one thing if they're looking up info and, there's a picture of Pamela Voorhees, but no, there's none of that. So that didn't make any fucking sense. I think that's a bit of bad writing direction, however you want to put it. But the 3D gimmick, even without the 3D glasses, is kind of quirky fun with them, put a yo-yo to the screen, or they're juggling and the stuff they're juggling is going to the screen. Again, with these kind of glasses at home, for me, when it was something very quick, it didn't really capture. I kind of still saw the two layers of red and blue when I tried to be quick. But I didn't want it held the shot. Or even just people walking, it felt like a hologram in front of me. Like you saw different layers. That was pretty cool to see. Wish they did that for Jaws 3 when they put it on DVD or Blu-ray. For Jaws 3D, that would have been nice, but of course not. So, like I said, Dana Kimmell, she's fine. I don't know why I don't love her as the lead. I can't put my finger on it. I mean, I prefer Adrienne Keane, Amy Steele, Laura Part Lincoln, John D. LeMay from Jason Goes to Hell, which he's a guy, but still as a lead. Tom Matthews as Tommy, Corey Feldman. Like, she's always been like one of the lesser people on the totem pole for final survivors in a Friday the 13th. Again, I can't put my finger as to why. I know at one point they were going to have Amy Steele in the movie, but she said no. I think that would have been cool. Like, if you took this plot, changed a couple things, and it was Amy Steele doing all this stuff, and she survives the second time, I think that would have been cool. I think that actually would have been better. I don't know why the fuck she'd be going back anyway, but out into the woods. Maybe she's out looking for Paul since he fucking disappeared. I gotta look for Paul. But people would just think the character was too stupid. So yeah, I get it, but yeah. I don't know how you would write it in, but part of me is like, man, I wish it was Amy Steele instead of Dana Kimmell. But other than that, fun slasher film, good kills. Richard Brooker did a great job as Jason. Loved the hockey mask. The 3D is kind of fun in a quirky way, niche way. And it gives you what you want in a slasher movie. Fast-paced, good kills, wasn't boring. enough blood to satisfy your bloodthirst, and overall entertaining movie. So that's my thoughts on Friday the 13th Part 3D. Thanks for watching, take care, and we will see you for another review of another 80s horror film later.